Hello, welcome to Cloud World and welcome to this video. Today we'll be creating all the required resources to work with an Azure Service Bus. So initially we will be creating a Service Bus namespace, we will be creating a queue, we'll be also creating a topic, and we'll be creating a subscription under that topic. After that, in the next video, we will be using all those resources to create a producer for the Service Bus site. So let's get started. So the first commands that we will be using today, it will be the namespace creation. So as always, we'll be using the AC tooling in the CLI. We will be exploring the Service Bus object, and in this case, we would like to use a namespace. So the Service Bus contains several objects. So as you can see throughout the video, we will be specifying the Service Bus and the sub-object that we would like to work on. As always, we specify an operation. In this case, is the create. For the namespace, we will need to provide a name. This is need to be a valid name for a URL. Just remember that. So you can use hyphen, but not special characters or something similar. As well, you will need to provide, as always, the resource group you would like to store the service bus and the location where the service bus is going to be located in the Azure portal. Also, you need to provide an SKU for your service bus. This could be basic, standard, and premium, and the SKU that you choose, it will vary according to the requirements your business has. In this case, since we are going to be working on something pretty simple, but we need access to queues and topics at the same time, I will be using the standard SKU. And I will be using the query just to display the name as soon as the operation finishes. Now that the operation has been successfully completed, we see we got back the name of the namespace that we just requested. So also, if we use the AC service bus once more, and we use the namespace, in this case the show operation, and we provide the name of the namespace, we will get that information as well. In this case, as I store the name of the namespace into the variable ns and also the resource group into their G as always. And I will be requesting to query the service bus endpoint to show you an example how the namespace looks like after it has been created. So as you can see, this is the type of URL that you will be getting when working a service bus. You will be given back an HTTPS URL with a namespace name that you choose, .servicebus.windows.net, and in this case the port 4403, which represents the HTTPS protocol. So now let's follow up in order to create a service bus queue. Once more, we will be using the service bus object. In this case, we'll be using the queue sub-object and the create operation. We only need to provide the namespace, which I store in this variable ns. This is the name of the service bus. You don't have to provide the full URL, just the name of the namespace and the resource group as always. You just need to give a name to your queue, and we are once more going to query the name to take a look once we got the response back from the CLI. So as you can see, everything has been created pretty easily. So if we go to the Azure portal and we explore the service bus instance, we will be able to find the new queue that we just created in there. So let's take a look. So as you can see in the Azure portal, if we go to the namespace and we explore it to it, we will be able to see the orders queue that we just created. At the same time, you could use the command throughout the CLI in order to list the different queues that your namespace has. So let's use the AC once more, service bus, in this case with the queue, but will be using the list operation in this case. Once more, we provide the namespace, the resource group, and the queries to select the name for all the queues that are available in our namespace. So as you can see, we got the order bags as well. If we had more than one queue created, all of them will show up in this list. So now, in order to create a topic, it's actually exactly the same thing, but instead of providing the queue sub-object, we will provide a topic. Once more, we will be using the namespace name, the resource group, and we will be querying the name just to make sure that we got the answer back. In this case, the topic name is going to be billing. So we already got the answer back. So if you remember from the previous video, in case you didn't, I will be attaching a resource to it just so you can take a look. A topic is also comprised of several subscriptions. So let's create 2 subscriptions that are going to be very helpful for the incoming projects that we are going to be working on. So in this case, we have the AC service bus topic, and we will be creating a subscription. So as you can see, we have an object and a sub-object and another sub-object of the sub-object. In this case, we have a service bus, a topic, and inside the topic, we will be creating a subscription using the create command. We just need to provide the namespace as always, the resource group, the name of the topic that we would like to associate the subscription with, and we just need to provide a name. In this case, for the first one, we'll be using the Azure function topic name. Okay, everything has been created successfully. Let's create another one, but we are going to be changing the name. In this case, we will be using the background job as a name. So let's create this one. So we already got the answer back. If we go back into the Azure portal and we explore the topics in here, we will find the list of topics which in case is billing. And if I go into the billing side and explore the subscription, we will be able to see that we have two subscriptions, the Azure function and the background ones. So as you can see, creating queues and topics and a service bus is actually pretty simple using the CLI. So join me in the next video where we'll be using all these resources together in order to create a message producer using a .NET API that contacts directly the Azure Service Bus and uses the best practices for security from the Azure portal. Thank you for joining me today, and see you in the next one.